Hi everyone, it's Marla. Welcome back to Eclipse Astrology and Tarot. I'm here with your weekly reading for the week of October 3rd. That seems so late, doesn't it? Like the year is going to be over soon. It's just incredible how fast time is going these days. So let's talk about the overall energy of this coming week. Lead. So I'm getting a few different things with this card. The first thing is, since the blood moon eclipse, energy has been very intense. We are all going through a major energy shift, and we're all releasing things that are no longer serving us. And these may have been things that you have been trying to ignore for quite a while, and now there's no more ability to ignore them. Like, you have to face them now. And that can make one feel confused and depressed and unsure of themselves. Now is the time for you to step into your power. This card is about using your willpower, your self-control. So if those thoughts are creeping up, simply do not let yourself go there. We are in a time of very fast manifestation. You want to make sure that your thoughts and your language are positive so that you only manifest good things. Okay, this is using your mind, staying out of your emotional body and using your mind. This card is also a 4 card, and 4s are about building a foundation, creating stability, and it's associated with the planet Saturn. And Saturn this week is going to be squaring Venus and sextiling Mercury and the North Node. So with Venus, let me just talk about her real quick. She's going to be entering Virgo on the 8th, and she's going to be out of her shadow on the 9th. And what I mean by out of her shadow is no longer in the degrees of her retrograde. She's in fresh, new energy now. And she's coming up as she leaves Leo and enters Virgo. She's going to be squaring Saturn. And Saturn is restriction, so you can be feeling at this time like you don't have enough love in your life, like you're unworthy of love. Again, you're not going to let yourself go there, though. You're going to just say, well, that's the energy right now, but I know that's not true. Because what Saturn is actually doing is helping Venus build a foundation for all the ideas that you decided you were going to change while she was retrograde. Now Saturn is there helping you manifest that into reality. So you're going to take the new things that you want and you're going to build a foundation for the new way of doing relationships in your life. Virgo is earth energy, grounded energy, everyday things. So we're really going to be taking that Venus energy and bringing it forth. Also going to be sextiling, Saturn will be sextiling the North Node and Mercury. So what about your mission? What about the way you communicate? He's going to be helping you manifest in that area as well. And for some of you, you might be called to be a leader at this time. and to set an example for other people. The hidden influence this week: teach. All right, this again, Mercury retrograde conjunct the North Node. And actually, Mercury is going to be going direct on the 9th, conjunct the North Node. So this is leading you to your mission. Watch out for communications and ideas that you might get that are going to point you in the direction of your mission. And now for some of us, that mission might be to teach. And if that's the case with you, you are being called right now to step forward. You know, I've been talking about ending one cycle and starting a new cycle. This new cycle is about us. You know, we've transformed ourselves, and now it's time for us to share our knowledge, our ideas with other people. If you would have asked me a year ago if I would be making videos on YouTube, I probably would have laughed at you. I wouldn't even allow myself to be in home movies, let alone a video on the internet. But when Spirit calls you, sometimes you have no choice but to listen. All right. The other thing I want to say about this card is that every person and every situation is teaching you something. Everybody is a teacher and a student in life. So if some situations come up this week and you may find yourself struggling, remember that there's a lesson in that for you. Try and detach from your emotional body and see what is being shown to you. All right, advice from Spirit card. I have 2 advice cards this week. The first one is release. And we had this card last week, and we probably will have it again next week because, again, we've just had a major shift in energies, and it's time for us to release everything that's not serving us. Again, if there's things that you have been ignoring, you're not going to be able to ignore it anymore. It's going to come up, and it needs to come out. I'm feeling some fear out there from some of you around this. Please do not be afraid. Know that everything that is being released right now is for your highest good. Spirit is never going to take away anything that is meant for you. Spirit only takes away things that are blocking you. So let it go. This is good news, okay? We're in a major period of rebirth. Only blessings are coming to us. We're going to feel lighter and freer. Which brings me to the second card. Spread your wings. So we're like the caterpillar. We've been in our cocoon, and we've been feeling restricted. Our life has been full of restrictions, and we're breaking free. We're shedding the cocoon. We're transforming into butterflies so that we can fly. That is why all those things have to go. So you can be free. And you can be light. You can be who you really are. There's no limit to who you can be. I'm going to say that again. This is the third week. There's no limit to what you can be or do or have. But you have to release it. It was just a lesson anyways. It's time for you to be a leader. Are you ready? You are, because you've been completely transformed. I've got some new cards that I'm going to use today. Astrological oracle cards. They're really beautiful. And what I did was I asked Spirit to tell me which planet was going to have the most influence this week. And the card that came up was Pluto. And Pluto is Lord of the Underworld. And Pluto is about going into the depths of your psyche and taking a hard, honest look at yourself and figuring out what needs to be released. He rules death, regeneration, rebirth, transformation, major life changes when Pluto is around. Pluto helps us become our authentic self. He shows us what we need to let go of. It's all about releasing energy. And Pluto is actually square the sun this week. And he's been doing a lot of squaring of Mercury. He's already squared Mercury twice. And they're going to meet again as Mercury moves forward this week. Again, the end of a cycle. Sun, Pluto, a new cycle. Seeing what is not serving you and letting it go. It's no longer on your path. It's time for you to be transformed. Before I go, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that has supported me, that's liked, commented, and shared my videos. Everyone that's subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I so appreciate it. Have a great, transformative week. If you would like a personal reading with me, visit my website, eclipseastro.com. Remember that I love you, and I will see you next week.